shine14.org. We clean so you can shine. It's time for The Lighter Side with Ron Barry, being brought to you today by the Brownsville Historical Society and Nemacolin Castle, the Sandwich Shop and Deli, Tate's Auto Repair, Jeffrey W. Hughes Photography, Tracy Counseling Center, and John and Son Catering.
Don't know much about history, don't know much biology, don't know much about a science book, don't know much about the French I took, but I do know that I love you, and I know that if you love me too, for the wonderful world.
Hello, and welcome to The Lighter Side. I'm your host, Ron Barry. On this a little bit warmer day in beautiful downtown Uniontown, the sun's out today. Temperatures approaching 40 degrees, which we haven't seen in a few days. So hopefully you all survived that last little blast of winter we got over the weekend. So this is show number 88. And next week will be the 2-year anniversary of the start of The Lighter Side. So the first show went on the air on December 23rd, 2023. So we've been at it for 2 years. So must be doing something right because, you guys keep tuning in and we appreciate that. So we had a lot of fun at the Freezing for the Season remote broadcast we did at the Uniontown Fire Department for Toys for Tots on Thursday. Excuse me, it was Josh Krysak, Matt Sapienza, and myself, and we were out in the cold. It was in the mid-20s. We had a heater, which some people considered cheating. However, I did not, but we drank a lot of hot chocolate, ate a lot of cookies, and a lot of toys came in while we were there. So the grand total, in case you haven't heard it, from the Uniontown Fire Department Toys for Tots Drive was 3,720 toys collected. Phenomenal effort on the part of Uniontown Fire Department, all their partner fire departments, partner organizations, and just all the people who came and brought them. It was amazing. So hats off to Uniontown and Fayette County and everywhere that brought toys in. Thanks to you, a lot of local children are going to have a nice Christmas. So thank you for that. So anyway, time for the bad dad joke of the day. Hey, Thomas Jefferson.
Hey, Ronald.
Did I ever tell you about the time I worked as a psychic?
No, I've lost track of all the jobs you've had.
Well, it is a little hard to keep track of them, but, I was going along good, and out of the blue, I was fired. I did not see that coming. Okay, so I got a barrage of bad dad jokes today.
Do you want it after every one or just one?
You can keep it going. Why not?
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So, how much does Santa pay to park his sleigh?
How much?
He doesn't. It's on the house. The best place to stand when your cold's in the corner? It's usually 90 degrees. Even though we don't like to think about it, during COVID, even burglars work from home by kicking their own doors in. Now, this is about as political as I'm going to get, but some say Steve Jobs would have been a better president than Donald Trump. But that's like comparing apples to oranges. And if he were alive today, Sherlock Holmes would love Taco Bell because they would give him case ideas.
Oh, my gosh, Ronald.
While most jokes make people feel numb, math jokes make them feel number. The one, TJ, do you know what the one thing that I can't deal with?
Me.
No. I cannot deal with a deck of cards glued together. And finally, people who get hurt playing peekaboo always end up in the ICU. All right, so that's your bad dad jokes.
Mercifully, that is over.
Yes. Yes, they get better. Well, they don't get better with age. They get worse with age, but the cornier they are, seems like the better people like them. So the last few weeks we've been talking about Christmas movies, Christmas specials, and I like to know. when I talk to people about Christmas, I like to hear what their fondest memories are. And, we both know, and we all know people who don't like Christmas. And whatever that reason is, whatever happened to them that makes them not like it, well, I'm sorry for that. And hopefully, whatever it is, they can get past it and learn to enjoy it again, because it is a season of giving and sharing and just goodwill. So I want to know, to our listeners, what are your fondest memories of Christmas? Share those with us. You can call us on the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line at 724-438-4593 and tell us. So tell us your fondest memories of Christmas, and what are some of the traditions where you live or grew up that no longer are practiced? Okay. I'm sure there's some of those. And what traditional foods did you eat at Christmas? All right. So, these are a couple of things that we'll talk about. And the very first question I ever asked on the lighter side almost 2 years ago was, what was the one thing, the Holy Grail, the Red Ryder 200-shot range model air rifle with a compass in the stock and this thing that tells time, that you just absolutely positively wanted for Christmas? Okay, and you had to have. And did you get it, or did you not get it? And if you did get it, was it everything you hoped it would be, or was it a disappointment? We talked about a few weeks ago, one of the original callers, that first show, talked about a baby doll made by Mattel, I think. It was called Little Miss No Name. And I looked her up, and she was a sad little thing. I mean, she had a burlap sack on with a patch on it, and she had a tear streaming down her cheek, but that was back in the 60s. And now, if you have one of those dolls, as you can imagine, they're worth a pretty penny. So, we'll talk a little bit about TJ's favorite movie, which is Home Alone. All right. It's... I believe that came out in 1990 or 91. I mean, we're pushing over 30 years now. Oh, one, yeah. We're coming up on 35 years. Can you believe that, since Home Alone came out? Did you remember when Home Alone came out, TJ, or was that a little before your time?
That was it was 1990.
Yes. So
I don't know if I exactly remember when it came out, but we watched it all the time.
Well, it's still on all the time.
Oh, yeah. It's been on recently. We've been watching it.
It's continuous loop, and I enjoy it.
And usually they play it first and then Home Alone 2 right after it.
Yeah, the third one wasn't very good.
I never saw that one. No.
Don't waste your time.
Yeah, it's. I've heard
it didn't have the original Kevin in it either. So
they didn't have. I don't think it had any of the original people in it. Yeah.
Yeah, but the second one had pretty much all of them.
Yeah, for the most part.
We were down at the firehouse, so the guys were watching a rerun of Rescue Me, and there was a doctor there, and I said, "That's Uncle Frank. That's Uncle Frank, the cheapskate, no good Uncle Frank."
Yeah.
Remember he told, I remember, I can't remember his wife's name, but he told her on the plane, put the salt and pepper shakers in her purse.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, because they were crystal. Yeah, put them in your purse. Put them. Yeah. So, and then
sounded like him, Ronald.
Yeah, when they found out that Kevin was missing, he says, "Well, I forgot my reading glasses."
Yeah, and everyone just looked at him.
Yeah, and then the second one, when Kevin went in and he was in the shower, and he says, "Get out of here, you little creep!" And he had that they had that recorder. I don't think it was. Was it a camera that he had? In the second one, he walked around recording people. And
was it? What was that? The Talk Boy?
Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And he kept walking around recording people.
Yeah, it was a recorder. Yeah.
Then he played it back for the hotel staff, and then just like he did with the movie Angels with Filthy Souls or whatever he was watching. Keep the change, you filthy animal. I've seen that. So many people have said that line.
Oh, right?
Yeah. Even all hours of the year, or all the days of the year. I mean, not just at Christmas time. Keep the change, you filthy animal. So that guy was a well-known Chicago actor at the time. Did you ever see the Blues Brothers?
No.
Well, the Blues Brothers.
I know who they are, though.
When they were in the chase scene at the end of the movie, he was the Chicago police dispatcher.
Okay.
You know, the use of excessive force in the apprehension of the Blues Brothers has been approved. So, but yeah, in that house where they filmed Home Alone, I mean, that house was magnificent. Well, with all those kids, you need a house that big. You know, I forget how many kids the McAllister family had, but there was quite a few of them. So it was, but yeah, it was a good movie, and it was a smash hit, and it made a star out of Macaulay Culkin, and then he just grew up and got weird looking.
You're right. You are right.
I mean, he still looks like he's 10 years old, and but yeah, that movie it resonates even today because it's timeless. Of course, nowadays, the McAllisters would have been arrested for leaving him home alone.
Oh yeah, you could never do that.
Endangering
today.
the welfare of a child, and and you know what else? A trauma surgeon in Chicago analyzed all the things he did to Harry and Marv. All right, dropping the paint cans on him, and the nail through the foot, and the blowtorch on the top of Harry's head and everything. And if anybody sustained that type of trauma, they'd be dead.
Oh yeah, they would have been dead like instantly.
But the way they played that off, I mean, they made it believable that a kid could really do that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Set the paint cans to swing on a rope and smack them in the head, and the broken Christmas ornaments on the bare feet, and the micro machines with the little. Did you have those in your kid?
Oh yeah, we had micro machines.
Yeah,
that was the big thing. We liked those.
Yeah, my son had those too, and he had those with the little. One was carrying a little laser or something, or a little rocket, and then he had the rocket pointing up so Marv would step on it. Mm-hmm. It was just hilarious. And when the iron dropped down on Marv's head, down the laundry chute, okay, and then Buzz's tarantula was on Harry's chest, and hold still, Harry, I'll get him. And he pounded him with a crowbar. Yeah, he said, "How do you like it?" So, but yeah, those guys were. That was the perfect two to play Harry and Marv, was Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern, and it was really, really funny. So, but yeah, anyway, so if you want to chime in on what your favorite Christmas movie is, what your favorite Christmas special is, are you a Rudolph person? Are you a Frosty person? One of my favorite Christmas movies is one that's kind of obscure. You can find it. I have it. I downloaded it on Amazon Prime. It's called A Hobo's Christmas, and it had Gerald McRaney. Gerald McRaney starred in Major Dad, the TV show, and he was also in Simon and Simon back in the '80s. But he was a local police officer, and his dad had left the family, and he was a hobo. He traveled by train. He came back to see his grandchildren. It was a good movie, so I highly recommend that if you get to see it. So. But yeah, tell us, what was that one thing you just had to have? And again, in my case, it was a Tyco Chattanooga Choo Choo electric train, and I got it. And I played that with that thing until it ran off the rails. But and again, I asked you the one time, TJ, and you weren't really sure.
I can't remember what
the
one stuff.
One thing you had to have. I mean, was it a is it a Aaron Donald autographed jersey, or what was it?
Was it an Aaron Donald jersey?
Was it a Foge Fazio?
No, I don't know.
Autograph program for Pitt football?
No, there was probably something every year that we wanted. I can't remember all those things that we wanted like that.
Oh, man.
We were just happy with whatever toys we got.
Yeah, so, you guys all got a deck of cards and passed it around, huh? That was it? Yeah.
Whatever you say, Ronald Claus.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's my official holiday nickname is Ronald Claus. I
can only call you that for one more week.
Yes. But don't worry, you'll find something when the other holidays roll around. So, or other occasions roll around. So, but yeah, I enjoy talking about Christmas. And, you out there in Radioland, let's hear what you have to say about it. Your fondest memories.
Are you ready for Christmas, Ronald? Is just shopping done? Is everything ready?
I am not. I am far from it, actually.
Well, you got some time. You got about a week or so.
True. But with my schedule, it's kind of hard. But I better get on it. I better get on the ball. So,
you better.
Yeah. Santa Claus and I, we have an agreement. So he takes care of everything, and I just hand over the money. So
that's how it works. He helps Ronald Claus out.
That's right. Well, we're going to.
Hold on. We're going to have a call here first.
Oh, okay.
Let's
Sounds
wait a second
good.
here.
Yeah, we'll take that call when it comes through there before we take our first break.
Okay, here we go.
All right. Hi, you're on the lighter side. Who are you speaking with?
Oh, you're speaking with Mark from Republic.
Hey, Mark. How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just washing the dishes here, and I've got the radio on.
Okay.
Of course, I said before that my favorite thing I ever wanted was that John Eagle M1 rifle.
Right.
Yeah, I went on the internet, and there's actually a video of a guy. He's still got a functioning one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's not for sale, though.
Well,
He loves it.
if it was for sale, it'd be a pretty penny, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think it would. The fact is, I forget the name of the company, but the company that made it went out of business.
Well,
They're no longer in business.
There's probably a company like Marks or somebody like that.
Topper, maybe, or something.
Yeah, Topper Toys. I've heard of them too.
Yeah,
I read articles on vintage toys in places. Yeah, Topper Toys. I've heard of them. Yep.
Yeah. But let's see. What did I enjoy most about Christmas? I remember most of them was we always had a turkey and a ham for Christmas and kibasi.
Oh, you didn't save the kibasi for New Year's?
No. My mom, we had the turkey. Well, I think we had kibasi too for New Year's also, but we had everything. We had the ham, a turkey, kibasi for the kibasi went with the ham, of course.
Right. Well,
Because you cooked the ham, but she made them both together. But I remember having the turkey and the ham. We had this, all this meat.
Did your mom garnish the ham with pineapples and cloves?
Yeah, she did that. Yeah, I remember the pineapple. What was it? What the heck else did she put on there?
Maraschino cherries?
Brown sugar?
Yeah, brown sugar.
Brown with mustard or something like that.
Yeah, there's a couple of different homemade glazes that people made.
Yeah.
You can
really
buy the
sweeten it
Marzetti
up.
ham glaze in the jar. Just do it that way. But they would garnish it, with pineapple and pineapple ring, and usually a maraschino cherry and cloves for flavor.
Yeah, I remember. You remember that? I remember it was kind of. I remember the pineapple, like you said, the cherry, and I remember there was something brown on it. It made it sweet.
Yes.
And the toothpicks.
Oh, yeah.
Holding it on.
Yeah, you had to be careful not to get one of those in your slice of ham, or you knew it.
Yeah. The favorite movie, hands down, George C. Scott as Scrooge.
That's a good one. Did you ever see Patrick Stewart as Scrooge?
No, I never did. I never
that's
did.
my favorite. George C. Scott's a close second, but yeah, Patrick Stewart as Scrooge. Oh, it's excellent. It was made by TNT.
Oh, I've never seen that, but I mean, George C. Scott. I just thought he nailed it. I find it hard, but maybe we can make it better.
Well, he nailed every role he ever played. Patton was amazing, but yeah, his version of that, and one of the worst ones I'd ever seen was Henry Winkler as Scrooge.
Henry Winkler played Scrooge.
He did, and it was forgettable, believe me. But
I didn't know he made one.
Patrick Stewart. If you get a chance, see his version of A Christmas Carol, and George C. Scott's was a close second. But always glad to hear from you, Mark. Be careful with those dishes, my friend.
Oh, I will.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, so with that, we're going to take our first break. You're listening to 590 AM, 101.1 FM, WMBS Uniontown.
No Magical Mystery Tour is complete without a stop at the Sandwich Shop and Deli, just off of Abbey Road at 121 Brownsville Avenue in the Square, Brownsville. Enjoy a made-to-order sandwich with a bowl of Sabina's homemade soup. Try an authentic New York bagel slathered with one of their delectable toppings, or perhaps just a visit to the coffee bar for a delicious gourmet brew. Don't forget a cookie, brownie, or tempting dessert. Fresh baked daily. Call 724-785-4089. The Sandwich Shop in Deli, Brownsville.
Your friends at Tate's Auto Repair want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a happy and healthy New Year. When you need vehicle repairs, large or small, and you want a name you can trust, look no further than Nate Tate and the boys at Tate's Auto Repair, Connellsville Street in Uniontown.
Are you looking for professional photography for your wedding or engagement, senior photos, or any other special event? Well, then look no further than award-winning Jeffrey W. Hughes Photography. Also offering photography classes, workshops, and tours of the Laurel Highlands. Get in contact at 724-322-0034 or visit jwhphotography.shop.
Okay, well, speaking of Home Alone, that is called Somewhere in My Memory, written by the great composer John Williams, who wrote the score for Superman and Star Wars. So I always liked that song from Home Alone. And they don't play it on mainstream radio. You don't hear it like you hear the other Christmas songs. At least I never hear it. But yeah, it's called Somewhere in My Memory, and it's very nostalgic, very sweet song about Christmas. And when Kevin would get lonely for his family, you remember they would play that, in the background.
Mm-hmm. They played it in the church.
Yes, yes, they did. When he met his neighbor, Old Man Marley, South Bend Shovel Slayer.
Yeah. That was great.
Yeah, in the he just Kevin found out that things are what they seem. He was actually a pretty nice guy. Mm-hmm. So, well, let me get to today's trivia question. Okay, this is for fans of National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Good movie.
Okay? If Josh Krysack's listening, he may know the answer to this one.
But he's not allowed to win.
No, he can't win. He can't call in. But so today's trivia question, and if you get this correct, okay, you win $1 ho 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 scratch off lottery tickets from the Pennsylvania Lottery, benefiting older Pennsylvanians every day. So today's trivia question: in the film National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Cousin Eddie. Okay, remember Cousin Eddie showed up in his RV with the family, the wife and kids.
He was hilarious.
He was. All right, Randy Quaid, as I can't repeat the line about when he was outside, Merry Christmas, blankety blank, and he's emptying the toilet into the sewer. But anyway, all right, the trivia question is, what kind of beer did Cousin Eddie drink? Okay, what kind of beer, what brand of beer did Cousin Eddie drink? And in several scenes, you can clearly see the can. So people are rushing to their phones right now, probably trying to look that up, or just Googling it. But give us a call on the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593. First one to get it correct will win those $1 scratch-off lottery tickets.
And Josh said on Facebook, Ronald Claus is correct. I know it.
I figured he would. He may imbibe in that particular libation himself from time to time. I don't know. But we got a call coming through, so we'll see if they know what it is. All right. So we'll wait for that to make its way through the system. All right, you ready? All right. Hi, you're on the lighter side. Who are you speaking with?
Denise.
Hi, Denise. So do you know the answer to our trivia question?
I think it was Meister Brow.
It is Meister Brow. Very good. I think you've got several of our questions correctly over the past...
years.
Yeah, you have. Well, thank you for being a loyal listener and a trivia buff. Now, I hope you didn't look that up, but if you did, that all's fair.
I used to watch The Munsters. I loved that show.
Well, it was.
Loved it.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah, kick butt theme song for sure. But but yeah. So congratulations, you've won those tickets. You can stop by during normal business hours, and
Okay,
the lovely lady out front will give them to you.
Okay, thank you.
And Merry Christmas to you.
Same to you, and tell some more of them jokes because they have me cracking up.
Okay. All
I
right.
like
Thank
them.
you.
I like them. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. See, there's a fan of the bad dad jokes.
You have one fan of those, Ronald.
Yeah, but one's better than none.
That's right.
So, all right, yeah. Was that the only call we got on that?
That was the only call.
Okay, yeah, it was Meisterbrau. And does Meisterbrau mean master brew in German? Let's ask Baron von Krysak. Maybe he knows. Is that Baron von Krysak? Can you translate that, please? I think it is. I think it means master brew. I could be wrong. But yeah, he drank Meisterbrau when he went and
It
kidnapped.
does.
What's
It does. Baron von Krysak said it does.
all right? Well, did you see the little ornaments he had in his beard during our remote?
That was hilarious.
Yes, he was definitely festive. He was definitely freezing for the season, and he had his little jing tinglers all over his beard there, and it looked pretty cool. So I had a good time with those guys. Always do, and they braved the freezing temperatures for the less fortunate children in Fayette County. So it was all for a good cause, and I want to thank again Brian Van Sickle, president of the Uniontown Fire Department Firefighters Union, Hillary Griffith, Matt Burns, Chief Scott Kahn, and all those who are involved in the project. And I want to thank the sponsors who sponsored that remote. The Sandwich Shop and Deli, which is one of my sponsors, Sabina Walters, her husband Mike Walters, and Americon Construction, and Ziva, the Wonder Therapy Dog, and Valerie Ferris. And thank you all for making that possible. You help brighten the Christmases of a lot of needy children. So thank you all for that. So anyway, we were talking about people's fondest memories of Christmas and traditions that where you live or grew up that no longer are practiced, traditional foods, and that one thing that you absolutely positively wanted more than anything else in the world, the thing that you got down on your knees and prayed to the good Lord for in the days leading up to Christmas, that you asked Santa Claus for, that you would put hints all over the house like Ralphie did in Christmas Story, put the ad right on his mother's pillow there in her copy of Look magazine. Kids are good at that if they want something. And we talked before in a previous show though, about when Sears would send out the wish book. Okay, I don't know if you remember those, TJ.
I do not. I remember Sears, but not that.
Well, they would send out they had the regular catalog with all their stuff in it, but then they had the wish book, and that had toys and games and all that stuff. And we would fight over that to see who got to look at it first. I remember just laying on the living room floor and just leafing through that thing and just said, "Wow, I wish I had that." And boy, I wish I had that. And boy, I'd really like to have that.
So it only came out at Christmas?
The wish book did, yes.
Every year.
Up until 1993. Yes.
Okay.
And then with the invention of the internet, I mean, nobody needs to do that anymore. All that's right at your fingertips now. Instead of carrying the that catalog around. But it was and they usually had whatever the hottest toy was that particular year. They usually had that on the cover.
Okay.
So that would draw you in right there. And I remember they had a lot of electric. I was into electric trains big time, and I still have.
A lot of people. I was going to say a lot of people are. That's a big thing.
None of mine are set up, but I still have them. I have some Lionel stuff, and Lionel trains are very expensive, but starter sets are pretty reasonable. And
Speaking of trains, do you ever go to any of those places where they have the train displays? I do. I really like going and seeing those train displays.
I do too. And I used to go to well, it used to be Buell Planetarium, but the Science Center in Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they usually have. They got that little model of the Monongahela River. They've got
they have a nice one there.
Towboat coming down the river and everything. And a dear friend of mine who passed away. It was a year ago in September. Big time train collector, and he was a sponsor. Remember DC Junction?
Yeah,
was one of my sponsors. That was the late Chuck Clayton, and Chuck was that's what he did for a living. He was a railroader. He was an engineer on the railroad. So, he got to drive them for real, and then he had his model ones at home, and he had a magnificent layout in his house. Yeah. And it was what's that, buddy?
I said those things are amazing, and just to think how much work and everything goes into making them. It's just
absolutely.
I couldn't even believe what it takes.
It's not a cheap hobby by any means, but
definitely.
But it's they're fun to play with. I mean, just to run them around.
Yeah.
And I don't remember if you remember the Addams Family. They used to crash them together on the Addams Family, and the bridge would collapse and catch on fire, and Gomez would laugh. But yeah, I mean, now they have little cameras mounted on the front of the train, so you can actually see what the engineer would see if he was on board that train. And we used to chase the cat would get near the train when it wasn't running. We'd turn it on, and all of a sudden the cat would jump back, swat at it a couple times. And but yeah, it was. One time, I read a model railroading magazine about how to make your cars look like they're aged. So I sprayed hairspray on them, and all the lettering just melted right off.
Oh gosh!
And then they told me you could use baking soda for snow. So I got my mother's baking soda, and I scattered it all over the place, all over the tracks. It got up inside the motor, and it wouldn't run anymore. So it was a big mess. So it shows you don't know what you're doing. You can really mess things up. But
just like the time you dumped that. Well, what did you dump on the turkey?
Milk of magnesia.
Yeah, you dumped that on the turkey.
Yeah, on the turkey. But,
Ronald.
No one was any the wiser, and everybody had great digestive health that day.
I'm not keeping any of my personal valuables around you. Who knows what you'll do to them?
Well, but back then, that was that paramedic spirit. I wanted the thing looked sick to me, so I wanted to help. I wanted to help the turkey, so I thought that I did. And my poor mother, oh my goodness, she tanned my hide pretty good. I mean, but and I had it coming, but it was. But years later, to hear her tell that story, it was always funny because, I had a couple aunts that were very, very picky and nervous about things. Had they known, oh my goodness, they probably would have ended up in the hospital.
Yeah.
All right, we ready to take our next break?
Let's do it.
All right, we'll go ahead and do that. You're listening to 590 AM, 101.1 FM, W266DB, WMBS Uniontown.
No Magical Mystery Tour is complete without a stop at the Sandwich Shop and Deli, just off of Abbey Road at 121 Brownsville Avenue in the Square, Brownsville. Enjoy a made-to-order sandwich with a bowl of Sabina's homemade soup. Try an authentic New York bagel slathered with one of their delectable toppings, or perhaps just a visit to the coffee bar for a delicious gourmet brew. Don't forget a cookie, brownie, or tempting dessert. Fresh Baked Daily. Call 724-785-4089. The Sandwich Shop and Deli, Brownsville.
Your friends at Tate's Auto Repair want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a happy and healthy New Year. When you need vehicle repairs, large or small, and you want a name you can trust, look no further than Nate Tate and the boys at Tate's Auto Repair, Connellsville Street in Uniontown.
Are you looking for professional photography for your wedding or engagement, senior photos, or any other special event? Well, then look no further than award-winning Jeffrey W. Hughes Photography. Also offering photography classes, workshops, and tours of the Laurel Highlands. Get in contact at 724-322-0034 or visit jwhphotography.shop.
Is that you, Santa Claus? Yes, I'm preparing for some Christmas sharing, but I pause because hang in my stocking, I can hear knocking. Is that you? you, Santa Claus. Sure is dark out.
Well, in case you don't recognize that gravelly voice, that's the late, great Satchmo, Louis Armstrong, and Is That You, Santa Claus? One of my favorites. Where he's wrapping his presents, and it's windy and dark out, and somebody's creeping around his door, and then he's looking through the keyhole. Is that you, Santa Claus? I love that. So anyway, before the break, we were talking about electric trains, which are always a favorite around Christmas time, and several displays like at the Science Center and at Kennywood. I guess you go down there for holiday lights.
Yeah, they have a train display in there. Very nice.
Yeah, and you know what? My wife and I, when we were first couple years we were married, we used to shop at the Giant Eagle down in Bell Vernon, and it was privately owned then. And the owner was into trains, and they had trains running around the top of the shelves all over the store. I mean, they were high enough up that kids couldn't reach them or anything like that. And they had like plexiglass enclosures around them. But it was neat to see them run. And they had one that ran the length of the store. It was the Pepsi Cola bullet train. And it would you'd hear it coming, and it would zip past you right over your head, and it would zip back. It was cool. I missed that because they did that for 4 or 5 years, and then I think the store changed hands. And they don't do that anymore. But they'd have local model railroaders come in and build that every year. And it was, like I said, it was up high enough that you could see it, but no one could tamper with it.
Yeah.
Because those are very, very expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Those trains. And so, yeah, I have one, like we have one that's Peanuts Snoopy electric train that was made by Lionel. We have that one. I have the Pennsylvania Flyer. I have the Northeastern diesel. I have that one. And a couple of other little ones here and there, but yeah. Lionel starter sets probably about $150, but well worth it because they're made to last. I mean, as long as you take care of them, they'll last. Some of those are around that are 70, 80, 90 years old.
Oh yeah.
And
do you ever put yours out?
Not so much anymore since the kids are grown. But we did for a while, and I'd like to. Eventually, I'll do it again. Probably.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. I always liked trains when I was a kid, and I would stay down in the basement and work on those for hours on end. But then things change. But anyway, just in case you just tuned in, the grand total of toys raised by the Uniontown Fire Department Toys for Tots campaign was $3,720. And Hillary, if you're listening, maybe chime in on Facebook. Did that break last year's record? I wasn't sure if it did or not, but if you're listening, chime in on Facebook and let us know if you would, please. And thank you for that. So, excuse me. Mark talked about his, who called in, he talked about his Christmas dinner. They did ham and turkey. We're a turkey family. I mean, we eat turkey for Easter. We'll have a little piece of ham, but we're not really a big ham family.
I'm coming to your house then.
Well, you a turkey guy?
I do.
The
only time I get turkeys at Thanksgiving, Ronald. Can I come to your house for Christmas
buddy.
and Easter?
You come anytime you want, buddy.
Okay.
So you're certified Golly Turkicanus freak, like the old man on A Christmas Story?
Well, probably not like that, but
yeah. Then, the Bumpuses kind of ruined that for him. Then they had Chinese turkey.
Yeah. That was hilarious. That scene at the restaurant.
Yes, and but yeah, that's now it's considered offensive, so you can't sing it like they did. But they did a live version of A Christmas Story a couple of years ago, and Ken Jeong, you know who he is?
No,
he's a comedian, an actor. He's actually a doctor too. But,
okay.
I think he was the host of The Masked Singer. You ever see that before?
No. Did you think I would have?
Well, it's a pretty popular show.
No.
I don't watch it, but they have a singer come out wearing this like costume like you'd see in the furries down in Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay. And you didn't know who they were. Mm-hmm. And then they would unmask them. But Ken Jeong he was in the live version, he was the restaurant owner.
Okay.
And they sang it perfectly without the mispronunciation of the L sound. And the family looked at him and says, What'd you think? You know? So, but it was good. The live version of that was good. And, that's the movie, that spawned 1,000 quotes.
Yeah.
That was based on a book written by Gene Shepard called In God We Trust, All Others Pay Cash. And so I guess at the Christmas Story house that you can go to in Cleveland, that's where that was filmed. You remember the fire truck that had to come and get the kid's tongue off the pole?
Yeah.
They have an actual, I don't know if it's the same one they used in the movie or a replica of it there. They have that, and you can see that there. And I guess you can actually spend the night in that house.
Yeah, we talked about that. I would love to go there. That would be cool.
Yeah, so if you ever go there, make a day of it and go to that giant candy store that's not far from there, B.A. Sweeties. Your kids will lose their minds.
I'm sure they would.
In that place. That's where I got a lot of that vintage soda that you guys so bravely taste tested.
You almost put us in a sugar coma.
I know, but now that it's wintertime, I got to come up with a new gimmick for to have everybody on the show again. We did the spelling bee, and we did the soda tasting rounds 1 and 2, and I have to figure something else out for you guys. Something really, really cool. So, listeners, if you have any ideas, chime in on Facebook. If it's something reasonable, we'll think about it.
And we were saying about the Christmas. There's a house near ours. They have all these lights. I think it's actually 2 houses. Both of them must agree to do it. But we went there last year. They had a bunch of like the figures from things.
Oh, yeah?
Like the Christmas story. They had the kid with the pole. On the tongue on the pole. They had, I can't remember, stuff from the Lampoons thing with all kind of stuff like that. Well, they had Ralphie dressed in the bunny costume
suit,
in the yard. Yeah. It was pretty cool. It not very far from our house, and we just discovered it last year. You could get out and actually walk around the yard and through all this. I have pictures of it with me with some of the things, like with the person next to the pole and everything.
That may be worth taking a ride. Is it up this year?
It's out in Youngwood. It's right by the community college.
Well,
I haven't seen it this year. I'll have to look. If it is, I'll let you know. But yeah, it was awesome.
That's my alma mater. I went. I got my first degree from there, the associate's degree.
Yeah, we haven't been up there, but if we do get by there, I'll let you know. But yeah, it was worth it. It was funny. If I can find some of the pictures, I'll show you.
Is there a Christmas tree farm not far from there?
I think in Armburst.
Yeah.
I think Armburst is.
So I remember when I was going to school there was a sign when you came out of the parking lot to say live Christmas trees. And they used to, some of the instructors used to tease us about going up and buying Christmas trees. But Youngwood, I can't believe how much that's developed up behind, off behind the college. That was all woods when I was there.
Yeah.
Now you have some beautiful homes. Is that where you live up in there? Up in that area?
Well, we're down from there in New Stanton.
Oh, okay.
But not far. I mean, it's like 5 minutes.
So you're not far from not far from the Cracker Barrel.
Not far from there either.
You go there with all the old folks and
don't go there very much.
Eat breakfast.
If you come over, Ronald, we'll go.
Chicken and dumplings, baby.
My wife loves those.
Oh, I do too.
You have to buy.
All right.
Well, no, there's not a caller. Sorry. 2 minutes.
Okay.
Holding the wrong card.
Wrong card. Did you create those or?
No, cards? They were already here.
Okay, because that's ingenious, So whoever did that ought to market those,
Yeah. So come up, Ronald. You buy, and we'll go.
Oh, you know I'll buy. I take everywhere we've gone. I've taken care of you. Got you a T-shirt from the Fireman's Convention and all that good stuff.
Maybe I'll buy you something small.
Yeah, a gumball or something.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, that'd be. Hey, anything would be appreciated, buddy.
That's right.
You know that. So, getting next week's show, which is the last one before Christmas, marks the 2-year anniversary of the Lighter Side, and we have quite an audience because people will tell me all the time that they listen to the show and they enjoy it. They don't necessarily call, but they're out there and they're listening and they appreciate what we do. And so we enjoy bringing it to you as much as you enjoy listening to it. And I want to thank my sponsors, Nate Tate and the Boys, Sandwich Shop and Deli, Tracy Counseling, John and Son Catering, Jeffrey W. Hughes Photography, Nemacolin Castle and the Brownsville Historical Society, all those great folks are who makes the Lighter Side possible. So, if you can, you see those folks, thank them for everything. And, I sure do. So, anyway, we're getting close to the end of the program.
We are like 20 seconds, Ron.
Yes. So, I'll see if I can take it right up to the wire. Okay, so
you can.
Thank you for listening to the Lighter Side these past 2 years, and hopefully, God willing, we'll keep it going. So, God's willing, the creek doesn't rise. We'll see you next week on the Lighter Side.
You've been listening to The Lighter Side with Ron Barry, which has been brought to you by the Brownsville Historical Society, the Sandwich Shop and Deli, Tate's Auto Repair, Jeffrey W. Hughes Photography, Tracy Counseling Center, and John and Son Catering. And this is WMBS Uniontown at 4 o'clock.
Sponsored by Steel.
I'm Cammie McCormick. We're hearing from authorities in Los Angeles that